Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm processing my celery from the Polytunnel. The celery's done really well this year in the green Polytunnel. I'm going to process some today for drying. Just going to cut it off at the bottom, leaving in a bit of the stem and the roots because it will regrow, so that when I want some fresh celery I can just come out and get some. So the other day I found a dead mouse in here and I didn't know where it would come from, but I think either this hump is a mouse hill or ants. So I've got my celery leaves all washed out and the actual celery itself all washed and rinsed. I'm going to chop this up with the mixer, just slice it up really small. You could do it with a knife, but I've got that so it's a lot quicker. The celery, I'm going to just chop it up so it's a little bit smaller, and then I've got some salted water in a pan. I'm going to blanch it for a couple of minutes and then cool it quickly in cold water, and it will help maintain the greenness of the celery leaves. Roll just to get off a little bit of the excess moisture. The blender did quite a good job of stripping off some of the bigger strands off the back of the celery anyway, so I'm not going to add those in. This out in the sunshine on the table, I think it's nice and hot out. Don't really need the greenhouse today. So with the celery leaves, I'm just going to cut them up a little bit so they're a little bit easier to handle. I think it will make the after they've been dried, I think it will make the chopping a little bit easier. There, that will do. Just quickly going to put in the celery leaves. Push it under the water, put the lid back on, give it a minute just to come back up to the boil, and then blanch it for 2 minutes. I've got the trays of celery outside in the sunshine. The sun keeps going in actually, but that celery I'll be able to put in the greenhouse because they're giving another nice day to tomorrow. But this stuff that is more moist, if it's not sort of half dry by the end of the day, I should probably put it in the dehydrator. The way I did that was I obviously blanched it for 2 minutes. I poured it into the sink and poured a load of cold water on it and nice and cool, and then I put it in a muslin bag and squeezed out as much water as I could as possible, and then put it in a bowl, broke it up as evenly as I can and spread it out on the trays. Quite a successful day drying it outside with a little bit of sun and some wind. It's done really well, but I am going to just whiz it up in the mixer, chop it down a bit, and put it in the dehydrator. While I've got the dehydrator on, I'm going to distribute those between the racks and do that at the same time. So I've got 3 trays of the celery leaves to go into the dehydrator. I blended it up quickly in the mixer just to make sure that there is no big solid lumps really, so that I could get it out on the trays a bit more even. So I've set the dehydrator for 55 degrees and I'm expecting it to take a couple of hours, but when it's crispy I shall take it out. Morning 2, back outside just to finish drying it today. I dehydrated for 2 hours last night to make sure that the leaves didn't go off overnight, but I've put it all back outside just for the day to make sure it's all totally dry. The celery's been outside for the whole day. It's all totally dry now, so I'm going to take it in and grind some of the leaves up, and I might give the actual celery itself a little blend just to get the long bits a bit shorter. So that's the final product for the celery. I've put in an oxygen absorber and moisture absorber as a secondary backup. You can see some little white bits in the dark green celery leaves, but that is just literally celery stalk. I could sieve it out if I wanted to, but there's really no need. So it never ceases to amaze me just how small it all goes down to for storage. It's quite a fine powder, the leaves, and I left that a little bit chunkier so it'd be nicer in stews and stuff like that. But yeah, great big pile has gone down to next to nothing, but all ready for the winter anyway. Thank you for everybody who has continued to watch the channel. I'm not worried that I'm not a big YouTuber. If just one person gets something out of one of the videos, then it's time well spent for me. If you did like it, please give it the old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Till next time, bye.